Hello my friends and welcome back to the rabbit hole. We've got another video all about new skincare releases. Coincidentally, this video is going to be pretty much all Sephora releases, so that's going to come in real handy if you're looking for items in the VIB sale. Now, I do have some Ulta products to talk about. I'm going to save that more towards the end of the video because I'm really trying to start in a bit of a more positive note, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, so we are going to start on the Sephora website. We've got the new Olay Henriksen Fat Glow Facial, $49 for 1.7 ounces. This is an age-fighting face mask with PHAs and Nordic birch sap. So I have used PHAs. I actually talked about them in my Lovely Skin trial. They had sent me a product with PHAs. They are really nice in that they are a more gentle exfoliation. And it's an interesting mask because you are getting a blend of a clay mask plus those PHAs, which is very true to Olay Henriksen's line. They really like their clay masks. And the way they describe using this is that you leave it on, the mask turns from pink to white when it dries down, and then you wash it off 15 minutes later. So I have a standard criticism here that I have for most clay masks, and that is that it's nice that you are leaving those ingredients on for 15 minutes, but you are going to get, in general, better results if it is a leave-on product. I also have the standard concerns I have for pretty much any Olay Henriksen product. It does have a good amount of fragrance. I really wish they had left it out of this line because it just has so much potential. I like what they're doing with this entire Transform Plus category, but Olay Henriksen loves their fragrance. Also, I gotta say it about the name of it. You know it's 2019, right? You know it is, right? It's cute, I get it. It's PHAT, I get it. But like also, And then we have two new releases from Glow Recipe. We have the Avocado Melt Retinol Sleeping Mask. This is $49 for 2.3 ounces. And then they have an eye cream, which is $42, 4.5 ounces. I'm going to be honest with you guys about this entire brand. I was really excited when I looked at their ingredients. They are very jam-packed with active ingredients, plant ingredients, lots of good stuff going on in those ingredients lists, but I did notice that they had fragrance. I didn't know how intense the fragrance was going to be until I smelled that pineapple serum at a Sephora. It's too much for me. I was so interested in that product, I almost blind bought it. I'm glad I didn't. It is a very intense smell. Absolutely, this is a smell before you buy brand. So of course with both of these products you are getting obviously avocado ingredients, the oil and the fruit. You're getting hyaluronic acid, all kinds of other plant extracts, ginger, green tea. Of course with both of these you're getting retinol. I mean you're getting a lot of ingredients. I will probably pass on the night cream because it does have kale and clay in it, which is of course a drying ingredient that is going to be better on oily skin than dry skin types like myself. But I am curious about that retinol eye sleeping mask. That has some very nice ingredients. It's got caffeine to depuff as well. I'm curious about that one. Here's one that's really interesting to me. So we have the Pharmacy Very Cherry Bright 15% Clean Vitamin C Serum with Acerola Cherry. This is $62 for an ounce, and this is going to be a 15% vitamin C serum. What they've done here is combined 4 different forms of vitamin C into one product. They've got natural cherry and then 3 derivatives. I was thinking about, okay, is this a good idea or not? And here's the thing. If you don't really know which form of vitamin C is going to get along with your skin best, if you're trying a product that has 4 different forms in it, you have a higher likelihood of having good results from that. Now, for me personally, I figured out which form of vitamin C works best for me. By now, you already know. But I mean, I've also tried an absolutely absurd amount of skincare throughout my life. Oh man. Whew, sometimes I think about it. Then they've also got 4 different forms of hyaluronic acid, which is also a good idea because they're going to be of different weights. So you'll have some that will sit more on the surface of your skin, some that'll sink more into the skin. So yeah, I'm actually really curious about this. I generally think that Pharmacy does a really good job formulating their products to be effective and also clean. I gotta give it to them. Peter Thomas Roth has a new primer, the Skin to Die For Redness Reducing Treatment Primer. This is $38 for an ounce. So I've been talking a lot lately about primer and the benefits of it and how it's kind of a makeup slash skincare step in a routine. This looks like a really nice option if you are dealing with redness. So this is going to give you a tint, which is of course makeup in itself, but that tint will help to cancel out redness. Green cancels out red. This one caught my eye. There aren't any reviews on it yet to really tell you if it's worth trying, but I do like what I see in the ingredients list, and I think they had a good idea here. I can tell they were like, we need a primer for people with redness. I want to transition over to talking about some new brands at Sephora. As we all know, both Sephora and Ulta seem to be acquiring new brands at the speed of light, and it's a little tough to keep up with since you've got a whole list of new products available. Primera sent me some of their products in PR, and I'm really happy I get to share them with you. What's fascinating about Primera is they're not a new brand. They've been around in Korea for a while, but again, they're new to Sephora, and they fit into Sephora really well because they are a clean Korean brand. I feel like that's not tremendously common, and they're not a luxury brand either. They're more of a high-end brand. If you want to try one product from the brand, I would tell you to try the Miracle Seed Essence. I think this is a phenomenal product. It is $58 for 5 ounces, but it actually comes with cotton pads in it. Nice touch. So you do get the 5-ounce essence in this nice glass bottle, which by the way has marks on it to tell you how much you ideally should be using. It is a 30-day supply of the essence. And then inside of there is a box of the natural cotton sheets. You get 70 of these, and it is the unbleached cotton. And I personally think this is a very nice touch. Rather than give you extra paper that you'll just throw into the garbage, they print the directions on the inside of the box. No reason to be printing extra paper. This is thoughtful. So their star ingredient here is lotus seeds, which are amino acid rich. They've also got niacinamide in here and no added fragrance, which I of course love. Really nice and clean, simple formula on this. Again, why I think this would be the best starting place, actually for an essence in general. Especially if you're looking for clean beauty products, this is really impressive to me. I will have to update you guys on this though, since I received this today. I can tell you more about the serum. But this has a really high rating. It seems to be the favorite of people who have tried the brand, and it makes sense to me as to why. I have had more time to test the Wild Seed Firming Serum. This one is $74 for 1.6 ounces. So even though it is a little bit of a higher price tag, you do get more serum in this bottle. I will tell you now that while I think the essence is going to be for all skin types, I really think this is going to be much more friendly to dry skin just because of its texture. It feels very hydrating on. So it's a very interesting texture. It's almost sticky, but then it's not actually sticky. Well, that was a terrible explanation, Alice. I turned the camera off in an effort to figure this out, and now it all makes sense. It actually contains natto, which of course it does. It's based off of soybeans, and natto is an interesting ingredient to include in a serum, but I think it's what's contributing to this really unique texture. I don't think I've ever tried a serum that is quite like this. You know, you saw how it applies, but it does not stay sticky. What it does stay is very hydrating. You can really feel that it is locking moisture into your skin. Again, I think if you have dry skin, I think you are going to absolutely love this. I don't know if this is going to be actually physically carried in stores at Sephora, but if you ever have the opportunity to swatch some of this on your hand, I hope you do, just so you get to experience the difference, the immediate moisture locking effect. It's actually really impressed me. And I don't think I've read you the claims yet. So it is a potent serum with a uniquely bouncy texture, true, that helps fight wrinkles, fine lines, and saggy skin. In brands that I have not tried and probably never will, it seems Sephora has also acquired the Dr. Barbara Sturm brand. I kind of knew about this brand because I know it's used by a lot of celebrities. Oh my goodness, it is pricey. I'm actually just gonna direct you to Kaya Empire's video on their hyaluronic serum. That retails for $300 because she did a great job of explaining why it's overrated in her opinion. I also feel the same, and rather than just reiterate her video, I will direct you to it. Don't worry, we are not going to stick in the $350 serum category for long. I want to talk about some new products from the Inkey list that are now available at Sephora as well. As far as I understand, these have been out for a little while. They are just new to the Sephora site. So we have the Baka Heel, which retails for $9.99 for an ounce, and if you've watched my experiences with Baka Heel, you know I'm curious about this. I had excellent results using Baka Heel. I do think that it compares to retinol, and here you can get it for $10 an ounce. So I'm very curious about this. Let me know if any of you have tried it. They've also introduced a couple of these sets. We've got the Pore Wonder Set, which is $35, a $40 value. This one contains niacinamide, retinol, squalane, and BHAs. That is going to be a fantastic team if you are trying to fight off acne, reduce pore size, reduce the appearance of pore size. The Wake Up Duo, which contains hyaluronic acid, and then the caffeine eye cream. This one is $15 with an $18 value. And then the Nighttime Renewal Set, which is retinol and polyglutamic acid. That is $20 with a $25 value. I love this so much, and I wish that The Ordinary did something like this, because I think one of the reasons people are so overwhelmed by The Ordinary is there's so many products, they're very specific products, and it's kind of like, well, what am I supposed to buy that will actually make for a good routine? This is taking the work out for you. I'm very excited about these. Unfortunately, as you know, I have not tried the Inkey list at all so far, so let me know if you have tried those products or anything from the Inkey list. I know some of you have. Oh, you guys, I really don't want to talk about these, but we should. We should have this conversation. So let's talk about the Sephora and Body Collection butt sheet masks. Yep, if you haven't heard, these are butt sheet masks. Sheet masks for your butt. So these retail for $8 each, and they give me nausea. You might think that I'm gonna spend a lot of time griping about how ridiculous the concept of a sheet mask for your butt is. And yes, I am going to say that. It is quite ridiculous. But I'm gonna say more than that. You know I'm not gonna disappoint you. I'm gonna say more than that. I looked at these ingredients lists, and they're glycerin. They're a humectant, and that's about it. No, you know, the thing is, I do like sheet masks. I like what they do. They lock in moisture, but you realize you're talking about your derriere here. You're talking about something where you put lotion on and then you put on, what, pants, leggings? It's gonna do practically the same thing. If this isn't an indication of how far consumerism can go if it gets out of control, I really don't know what is. I mean, this is just, it's so painfully unnecessary, to say the least. To say the most, what kind of commentary about society can we have? I feel like the only people who would possibly even consider buying this are, what, Instagram models? And what would be the point of that? We all know they use the smooth tool way out of control. Wait, how do I even know what that is? Ugh, I've watched too many videos about this. All right, I'm way out of my element here. Just does not appeal to me in the slightest. There's some other variations of sheet masks for the body. It's so silly. It's so goofy. Just put lotion on the skin. Let's get off the Sephora website. I do want to talk about this Fresh Vitamin Nectar Glow Juice Antioxidant Face Serum. This is $28. It is a new product. I have not yet seen it on the Sephora website, and I'm hoping it arrives. I feel like it should. I've been talking a lot about how I appreciate these smaller sizes, and this is no exception, especially when you're talking about a brand like Fresh, which is a more expensive brand. And with this being a Vitamin Nectar Glow Juice Serum, what they're giving you is a lightweight, basically juice-based serum. So there it is blended out on my dry skin. You could probably see it's definitely giving that glow effect. It is, again, rich in oil, so I think it's going to be nice on dry skin. Has a very I would say strong lemon and orange scent going on. It does have added fragrance as well, but it's been alright on my skin. And this product was gifted to me by the Fresh brand as well. Alright, I said I was going to wrap this video up with a couple products from Ulta, so really quickly I want to mention some new Physicians Formula releases, but also, like I said, my opinion is it's a little shaky on these right now. They've got 5 new releases from Physicians Formula. I feel like Physicians Formula is putting out new skincare products really, really fast, and the speed at which they're putting them out has me a little concerned. As somebody who comes from a background in research, it's pretty darn difficult to put these on the market with what I would consider to be adequate testing. So that's my concern. You know, right now there's no reviews on any of these. I will certainly wait to see other people's reviews before I purchase anything. I think that Physicians Formula has just had a lot of success with their skincare because, in all fairness, they have a lot of good skincare products. But, you know, is the best solution to just keep spitting out new skincare products? I don't know. So to illustrate my point, let me take you to the Refreshment Cucumber and Bamboo Eye Depuffer. This is $16.99 for 0.45 ounces. You know, you hear words like cucumber and you think, oh, that's going to be real soothing, real great for sensitive skin. But then you look at the ingredients and it's got peppermint oil in it. Yikes. Peppermint oil around the eyes. I'm a little freaked out. So, you know, approach these with caution. But anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to give it a like. Share your experience with any of these products if you have tried them. And I will see you guys next time.